talking basketball. They're fucking dumb as shit. They talk about basketball, but they will make dumb ass jokes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pod Don't Lie After Dark. Instant reaction. We didn't want you motherfuckers to have to wait for us to react to one of the most.
It's really your reaction, Stav.
I would say
no one cares about my Bucks take. They're here for your Giannis enthusiasm.
But they were looking for. Listen, when it was the Knicks, they needed to hear you, and now here we are, ready. You're getting it fresh. Some of you motherfuckers were probably hoping for a different result, weren't you? You fucking pieces of shit. You wanted me to come in here. You wanted me in the Ghillie suit. Well, I'm happy to report I'm not in the Ghillie suit tonight, folks. All right, I'm hanging out.
Yeah, but you blend in just as well in that Cream City jersey.
I'm in the fucking Cream City jersey, bitch. Let's fucking go. The Bucks are the fucking NBA champions, you fucking pieces of shit. Fuck the Hawks.
They're not the
Fuck
NBA
Suns.
champions.
It's happening, baby. Yeah, that's right. And you know what? Dude. Tonight was one of the most, I will say this, it was one of the most, how to put this, karmically appropriate games that I've ever witnessed. I think we can say that, you know? And I was seeing your little fucking tweet, Sam. I was seeing your motherfucker. Bullshit.
I got a few hard ciders in me, motherfucker.
Oh, I feel bad for Trae Young. Fuck him, dude.
I don't speak like that.
That's how you were speaking over your fucking tweets.
Let me tell you something, brother. I've been pounding hard ciders in my hotel room because I'm on the road. And let's just say when I get a few drinks in me, I get to be I'm a kind drunk.
A kind drunk.
Yeah,
you're a fucking collaborator is what you are. You're a collaborator with the fucking baby nutted fucking assassin.
I will never.
That's what you are.
When I see a fucking ref, clearly Adam Silver sent that ref in there to put his foot out and trip Trae Young because he doesn't want Atlanta in the finals.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want that fucking big media market with a fucking rising young star that shoots threes and does all this fucking bullshit. He doesn't want Quavo and Migos there, you fucking idiot. Yes, he does. He would love that. And you know what else, Sam? You live by the ref, you die by the ref. That's what I say about Trae Young.
He died by the ref tonight.
Yeah, and that's right.
He got fucking. That was like a pro wrestling ref where someone just like. Where they're like, oops.
The guest ref. It was me being the guest referee, where I just like stick my foot out. Yeah, but listen, man, that's the first time a fucking ref has ever cost Trae Young anything. Usually he's been getting bailed out.
Look,
and it was just a beautiful, like I said, karmically. Beautiful game. And you know, listen, that's neither here nor there because the Bucks did the game wasn't handed to them. They had to go out and fucking grab it, and they grabbed it like a nice fat pair of titties.
And let me tell you something. Until Trae Young went down, the Hawks were winning that game.
No, it was coming.
Trae Young is all speed. That guy's got the quickest first step in the NBA. When he gets a little fucking burst of speed, I can't stand it, but I'm speaking truth. Now that the Knicks are out, I can speak honestly about Trae Young.
Shut the hell up.
No, I ain't fucking. I'm just getting warmed up, motherfucker. I'm in the South. That's how I speak now.
I don't like your fucking tone. I don't like the multiple tweets in support of Trae Young that you fired off tonight. 2 back to back. Don't think I wasn't fucking looking at that, you motherfucker. Okay, two fucking Trae Young supporting tweets. I don't give a fuck how much fucking fermented apple juice you got in your fucking down your gullet, bro. I never want to see
watermelon.
You're lucky I'm not over. You're lucky I'm not about to take the fucking first play.
I got all kinds of cocktails in mine. I even got a Truly, motherfucker.
I'm about to fucking show
crazy.
up. I'm showing up to JFK the second you get off your fucking flight. You're getting a fucking nice fat slap. You're getting a fat meaty Greek paw right across your fucking face.
I hope you go because I'll be landing at LaGuardia, motherfucker.
Oh, even better, easier. I'm 10 minutes away.
You have no idea where I'm gonna land.
I'm tracking all the flights from Raleigh to LaGuardia, and I'm showing up on a city bike. I'm not even gonna fucking drive. I'm gonna pull up an electric city bike right up to your fucking terminal, slap the fuck out of you, and get a fucking McDonald's fucking hash brown for breakfast at the terminal, and then be back on my way in Astoria while you're still on the fucking Uber to fucking.
First off, I tweeted this too. Kevin Huerter's better than Tyler Hero.
Okay, there he is. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do
It's
with
white
anything?
boy summer, and I'm starting some white boy drama.
Exactly.
Kevin Huerter is fucking nice. You should be liking him. He's a Maryland boy.
Okay. One thing that was going through my mind, and listen, after this, I'm gonna suck off my boys because they did play really well, and I want to highlight.
You should be sucking off Chris Middleton for 20 points in the fourth quarter. That guy,
he looked fucking unbelievable. But let me just tell you, let me give a little praise to Atlanta here before I really start getting, and
Atlanta's an incredible team. I mean, it makes me feel a little better about losing them in 5 because they're an incredible team.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel a lot better beating them in 5 than you. You
ain't winning in 5 unless Trey is seriously hurt.
Oh, it's gonna be 5. Pal.
It's 7 unless he's fucking hurt.
It's 5. It's 5. It's my dick. Okay, we're winning in the amount of inches of my dick. This series, pal. All right, that's what's going on here. And there's no halves, by the way, or else
I guess
no
you're
halves.
7 inches, motherfucker.
There's no 3/4. There's no 3/4 games, but 5 is close. I will just go with 5. But I will say it does piss me off. Again, it's not just me rooting for the Bucks. It's me against the whole fucking world here because you look at Atlanta.
You ain't an underdog, bitch. You have a 2-time MVP on your team.
No one's rooting for the Bucks. No one's rooting for the Bucks. Everyone wants the fucking little bitch ass Hawks to get to the fucking finals. Everybody. And look, I get it. You look at that crowd. That crowd was having a fucking ball. You have fucking
Chris Tucker was in the crowd. It brought me back to some of my childhood favorites. Friday, Money Talks.
Yeah,
fucking
of course.
Rush Hour. I mean,
classic.
Money Talks is the underrated one, though, right there, man.
That's a good one.
A little Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen, buddy comedy. What's not to like?
I don't know that I've seen that. I've watched that when I was younger, but I don't know that I ever truly paid attention. And I actually recently watched. This is not involved. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just old movies, from when you were a little ass kid. I watched Speed again. What a fuck!
Oh
that's a banger, dude. That's an incredible
movie.
That's a great movie.
Speed is maybe a top 5 action movie ever. It's insane.
Fucking Dennis Hopper rules, dude. He's so fucking insane.
Pop quiz hot shot. Yeah. Is there a better dumb movie line than pop quiz hot shot? What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Anyway. Yeah, you look at that fucking crowd. It's popping in there. They got like you said, Chris Tucker, crime mobs over there. They're playing Nuck if you buck at fucking halftime. I mean, those are powerful vibes. And it's listen, I've been to Milwaukee. I had a nice time at Turner Hall. I had myself a bratwurst. Atlanta's an incredible city. I love Atlanta. It's just they got Magic City. They got titties. They got wings. Some of the best restaurants in the country. Some of the best restaurants. I haven't gotten too much pussy in Atlanta, but I did make out with a girl at a gay bar there once, so, a little bit. She ended up being homeless. I tried to go back to her place and she was like, the old trick. She was homeless and she was like, why don't we go back to your hotel room? And I was on tour with 5 guys at the time. We were just splitting one hotel room. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll go to my hotel. And I just I was drunk. You were both shit. Looking for a way out, man. Dude, shit. I was drunk as shit, and I thought I could trick her into her not realizing I didn't have a hotel. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my hotel room real quick." I tried to get a hotel room without her realize. I tried to just get some pussy from, and I tried to check into the Holiday Inn without her noticing. And she was like, "Wait," she was like, "Can we just go in?" And I was like, "Yeah. Just give me." She's like, "Wait, do you even have a hotel room here?" And I was like, "No." I can get one. Damn it. Dude, this was when I was young as fuck, just so literally on tour with fucking 5 guys splitting a hotel room, just desperate for pussy. I'm 20, 21, something like that. Those days were special though. Those are special days for sure. But so look, Atlanta fucking rules, and I get why people they're underdogs, and dude, I mean, a lot of people pick the Knicks to, not just me, a lot of people pick the Knicks to beat them. So the fact that and look, I know a lot of this is on me. I put a lot of energy out there. I do have psychic powers. I don't and by the way, your fucking tweets are, and maybe, you know what it is? Maybe thank you for tweeting, because your energy only comes through in the verbal sense. So your tweets are almost always wrong and seem stupid in hindsight. but your Sam Stradamus's words are where his power lies. So thank you for tweeting
I'm
in support
thinking
of
about-
Trae Young.
I'm thinking about like when before Trey went down, he was looking like he was going to drop 50, dude. It was insane. And not only that, he like you almost need a point guard or a shooting guard that could take over nowadays. Luckily, the Bucks have Middleton, who kind of has that like tonight. He had that Klay Thompson look in his eye where he's just taking like a fucking dribble and just stroking like to
And
the
getting
point.
getting to his spots so fucking
So,
perfectly.
I'm watching with my boy Gary Veter in the room, and Gary's
Shouts
like,
out to Gary.
Gary is like, this is Gary was rooting for the Hawks, but then he goes, I'm having trouble
fucking
rooting.
snake.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
That
But then
fucking piece of shit, Gary Veter.
But then
How
he goes,
dare he?
But then he goes, I can't root against a shooting performance like this. He was like loving Middleton, so he kind of became a more,
Wow, like a baby fucking watches basketball. Whoever scores the points, front running Gary
fair
Veer.
weather fucking
you.
Greek Olympian
you.
fan, motherfucker.
Fuck you and fuck Gary
Fucking
Veter
right.
and
I'm
fuck Atlanta.
I root for the Knicks, motherfucker. You think I'm happy celebrating a fucking first round exit for the first time in 7 years, motherfucker?
Yeah,
You think
I
I'm
think
happy?
you're real. I think you're really happy, and that's why. And by the way, that's why
You think
your
I'm
bitch
happy getting a noise complaint in this fucking hotel because you're pushing me to the brink as usual?
That's why your bitch ass didn't see the Knicks win a fucking game, and I'm the one who saw the fucking victory.
Won. I saw the game.
You didn't the playoff game, bitch.
I wasn't there in person,
and I
but
tried to get you fucking tickets.
It was an amazing thing you did for me.
But
and,
and that's and then what you do today, you fucking tweet in support of Trae Young. But that's neither here nor there.
It was,
you know what?
I don't want to see them. I want you to be happy. I want the Bucks to win, but I don't want there to be an injury. Just like the way I wanted the Suns to make the fucking finals, but I don't want to see Kawhi not play.
Well, and we'll talk about that. I mean,
That's
that game was a
is
fucking
that exactly? I want to see a great game, and like I'll say this.
How about this? Save it for after the game. All right, I don't need you putting fucking positive energy out there towards.
You know what this feels like?
In the middle of a fucking
I feel like
game.
I'm your girlfriend, and I just wrote like "great set" under like some comic you fucking hate. Like, you piece of shit. You bitch.
If you did that as my girlfriend, I would be fucking even more pissed than this. Are you kidding me? If she supported some fucking guy I didn't like, some fucking guy who like,
well, that's what I'm
snaked me.
doing. I'm supporting a guy you don't like, motherfucker.
You are
I'm supporting Trae Young, fuckboy.
You are, dude, and I really don't fucking appreciate.
And I'm gonna say this right now.
And there's a way. There's decorum.
The baby
Sam.
nutted assassin has got slightly bigger than baby nuts now, dude. He's been upgraded.
Listen, he's got huge baby nuts. We've talked about this. It's not he's got huge nuts. They happen to belong to a baby. That it makes sense. Okay. Right now he's a baby. It's like that episode of South Park where they're bouncing on their nuts. Yeah. That's what Trae Young is right now. He's got Stan, or what's Stan's dad's name? Gary?
Stan Marsh.
Oh, is that his dad Stan? No.
Oh, fuck. No, Randy Marsh.
Randy. Yeah. He's got Randy Marsh sized nuts, but he's a little fucking baby with fucking.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I just want to say, even if he hadn't gotten hurt, all it would have done was put fuel in Chris Middleton's fucking jetpack. All right. It would have been a duel for the ages, and Chris Middleton would have come through and he would have fucked the baby nutted assassin right in his fucking ass. Those big fat baby nuts bouncing and hitting Chris Middleton's balls like those things that like a rich guy will have on his office. Those balls that go.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah. That's what his fucking fat nuts would have been doing, pressed up as Chris Middleton was fucking him in his ass.
Yeah, I look, Middleton
when he's on like that.
No, when he's on, I'll say this though, man.
When he's on,
you're gonna hate this. You're gonna hate what I'm about to say. You're gonna fucking this is gonna hurt you more than the Trae Young
hurt
tweets.
Me. Nothing you fucking say hurts me, dude.
Oh, it'll fucking penetrate.
I'm just disappointed. You'll be hurting yourself, is what you'll be doing for saying something stupid.
First off,
I can say
I liked those two little post up moves Giannis hit in the fourth quarter. I like those two little like turn and shoot.
The
7-footer.
he's gotten that the last 2 games. Yes.
I really don't like watching Giannis when he does this bullshit. I'm gonna fucking beat you. That play a Kongwu had where he just stripped the ball from him. I was like, good. I'm sick of fucking watching Giannis just put his head down like a fucking stubborn woman and go,
you are stupid.
meh.
And a misogynist. So pathetic of you, Sam, to sound so
I said
stupid.
a woman, not all women. I said a woman who happens to do that to me. That's not misogynistic.
You got the
That's
ciders in you, brother. You got the ciders in you, and
particular-
the real Sam comes out. The one who loves the baby nutted assassin and hates women. And frankly, I'm disgusted for our maybe 7 female
I will
listeners
never
right now.
like the baby nutted assassin, but when he's playing the Knicks, here's the deal. Look,
He's not playing the Knicks, brother.
I hate respect Trae Young, like any real basketball fan. I can't love him because of what he did to my team and the arrogance he displayed on my home
you know
court.
what this is?
But-
you're like, I don't like him. You want to get railed by the baby nutted assassin. Admit it. This is like when a girl has a crush on the bad boy. He hurt you. And this is what and I'm like, why are you saying such nice things about him? You're like, I don't like him. Shut up.
I see why other strippers want to date Charlie Sheen now.
Yeah, dude.
They know he won't be
it's-
good to them.
And by
but
the
they
way,
can't help it.
And by the
They
way,
can't
it's
help
coming
it.
out when you're fucking 4 seltzers in or 4 ciders in. You want to fuck Trae Young? How fucking dare you, Sam? I can't believe this, dude. I can't believe how I've been betrayed on my fucking podcast that I started with my friend, and now
I despise Trae Young. I just call it like it is. I'll tell you who I want to get railed by.
Young Sammy doth protest too much.
Call me Queen Julius because I want to get railed by the queen, the king, motherfucker.
By the
sorry.
quink.
I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm excited for what the Knicks bring next year. I am worried. I was thinking about Lonzo Ball on the Knicks.
Shut
next
up.
year.
Shut the fuck up.
And-
It's 16 minutes in. We are not talking about the Knicks yet. We are not talking about the fucking Knicks. Fuck
I had
you.
a lot of Pod Don't Lie fans in Raleigh, and I had a lot of people say, I never liked the Knicks until I listened to Pod Don't Lie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
a lot of people say that to me at shows now. They
That's
never
good,
liked the
man.
Knicks until they listen to this pod, and they're honorary fans now.
And there's thousands more that you've turned off from the Knicks forever. So let's not forget.
I don't
it cuts
know, man.
Both ways. It cuts both ways. You're only getting the positive reinforcements.
The rest unsubscribed long
The rest
ago.
unsubscribed, yeah. we gain 8 new fans and hundreds stop listening every episode. All right, so let's go through let's just talk about what I liked in this game. The fucking Bucks also just kind of it really is, this team can never put together more than like a quarter, dude. Like a quarter of good play. They never, like, obviously game 2 when they absolutely blew the fucking doors off the Hawks.
But that's what I'm saying. That wasn't even a fun game. Like, that's not even a fun game to watch.
Yeah, the third quarter when they really fucking fucked their asses, that was fun. Seeing that 20-0, literally a 20-0 run was fun. But after that, yeah, it becomes like tedious to finish that game.
Do you think that no matter what, this is going to be the lowest rated finals ever?
I don't think so necessarily. I don't know. People have said that the numbers have been good, and I think people are. I'm
gonna watch. I'm excited. I'm actually weirdly like, if it's the Suns and either of these teams, I'm fucking excited.
Well,
honestly,
I got good news for you, pal. It will literally be those. It's not gonna be the fucking Clips. They're definitely out.
Steve Ballmer looks like he wants to fucking have Paul George killed,
dude. Oh, and by the way, Kawhi up in that fucking luxury box, dude.
Brutal.
He's got to be thinking, what do I want to stay here for? You know what I mean?
You think so?
Kawhi not, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Do you really? I feel like you're messing with me though, because I think first off, it sucks that he's clearly, the word in the street is that he's going to be out for a long time.
ACL injury, babe.
Do you think it's going to be a year?
I don't know.
He's getting to that age where it could be tough to. I mean, he'll come back, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something to think about, because I guess let's jump ahead a little bit to that. And I don't want to talk about the Suns.
But also, it's like, where would you
much.
rather rehab? Some fucking gross beach in San Diego or a comfy, large New York City apartment.
Yeah.
That's where you want to. That's where you want.
That's where you want to have a
rehabilitate.
lower body injury is Manhattan, the easiest place to get around with a limp and a and a fucking walking boot. I've had friends fucking sprain an ankle and just move back to their home city in Manhattan, dude. Like I had a friend who fucking literally sprained his ankle so bad he just moved back to Baltimore for 3 months.
Serious?
Yeah, and then came back. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I mean, look, I'm always hurt. I'm a New Yorker. That's just part of a New York. You'll fit in. We're all always in pain.
Anyway, we can talk about that a little bit more later. But yeah,
Kawhi, if you come, man, Stav and I will take you to Barney Greengrass. We'll chew
whatever
it up.
you need, whatever you want.
Kawhi not.
Kawhi not, brother. Open
Paul
invite.
George, look, I know Julius choked, but it's his first playoff series. Paul George has been around the block, and I know he's had some. I mean, that last game, Paul George, he could not buy a 3-point shot, man.
I mean, that game was fucking brutal. It was like a fucking. It was.
But what do you expect? Like Reggie Jackson and PG are gonna fucking
dude?
beat
It
the
was
Suns?
the fucking no. I mean, yeah, they did game 3.
Yeah, they'll do it for a game. They're not gonna take a series.
Bro,
from
it
the
was
Suns when those-
84-80. That's a fucking horrific. I mean,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that? 80? What is this? The ACC? Like, what the fuck are we
Well,
watching? It's the fucking Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but DeAndre Ayton,
21.
First off, Chris Paul, something's wrong with him. He cannot hit a shot the first 2 games back. But then DeAndre Ayton is legit.
Yeah. Oh my God. He put up insane numbers that game. He had fucking, I think, 20 rebounds. It was fucking crazy. But
he's
also
got a
that's
nice
easy to
little
do.
touch.
That's easy to do when everybody's fucking missing all their fucking shots.
You know what's crazy?
It's easy to have
though?
22 rebounds, you know?
The Suns, if the Suns do make the finals, which it looks like they will, it's crazy that their run to the finals is like maybe the easiest run ever.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
dude, it's like no AD with the Lakers, no Jamal with the Nuggets, no fucking
No Kawhi.
Kawhi. It's like that's insane. Has that ever
Yeah.
happened where like literally one of the 2 best players is injured in every round?
Probably not. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but
That's
not that I can
crazy.
think of. Yeah, it is really fucking insane. And what's even fucking funnier is the Clippers could have been on the other side of the bracket. Like they could have taken them earlier, but they wanted to fucking avoid the Lakers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Which who they would have fucked up, I think. Obviously, if AD goes down, they're fucking the Lakers
absolutely.
up.
And I think
Reggie Jackson is he's going to get paid somewhere for sure. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, I hope it's just like, do you want the Knicks to sign him? No,
of course not.
Exactly.
I want it's tough. I don't know who I want.
Someone's going to pay him way too much money. For sure.
I want either Dinwiddie or Ball.
I think Dinwiddie would be
Ball
real nice.
just worries me because I just don't like. It feels like to be a great point guard now, you need to be able to score. Like he's like a throwback, almost like Rajon Rondo type point guard, where I'm like, maybe it works, but I look at every great point guard in the NBA right now.
I don't see him as being like I don't know. It's weird.
I don't think he's going to be
for him to be a starter.
Worth what he gets paid.
For him to be like a high level starter, the team has to fit him perfectly, and I don't know that the Knicks do.
And also, when you pay a guy like that, like I'm not saying that Ball won't be a really good NBA player. Still, I think he will be. But like what he's asking for, and when your problem is scoring, which that's the Knicks' problem, our defense is great. Ball is not helping us. I mean, yeah, he's an upgrade over fucking Elfrid Payton, but that's not saying much. I mean, Derrick Rose is a better scorer than Ball, but I want Rose as our 6th man. I don't want, it's tough. You look at the point guards in the league, it's just such a point guard rich league, and somehow the Knicks never get a good point guard. You look at like fucking Trae Young is incredible. Steph, Dame, Kyrie. It's like all over the league. Shea is he's like a
LaMelo.
guard. Yeah, LaMelo is going to be special. I mean, so you just look around the league. I mean, we're leaving off so many. I mean, Lowry's obviously had a great career. He's getting a little older, but Van Vliet is terrific. John Wall is a guy that I think he's gonna be traded for, but like I don't want to.
No, we don't want him on the Knicks. No, absolutely not.
So,
but this was a fucking hard fought game, and Giannis, except for taking 2 threes, did what he needed to do, and he started off real slow. That's what I will say about the Bucks. That this was like, I mean, they opened the. I was gonna fucking kill myself. They opened the game with 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
It's 2 dunks and a fucking 3-pointer. 8
And
nothing.
Trey's little dance.
8-0, and they're down like 22-8 at one
Yeah.
point, and it just like, but the Bucks fought back, and then they ended up going. They start going small. They put more impetus. They put more on Giannis's shoulders, and I mean, he delivered. I really love what I've been seeing about with Giannis throughout these whole playoffs, like the tenacity, the not giving up shit. And then when you have Chris Middleton play like this, when he matches what Giannis is doing, but on the perimeter, and it's exactly what we talk about. Giannis is not a finisher. Giannis does everything else for your team, but when the game gets tight, one-on-one scoring, you need somebody else. Although I will give it to Giannis, he does want the moment. He does want to be that guy. He had towards the end when they're trying to like seal it and completely put the fucking
Those 7-foot turnarounds. But
he was
that's what
doing. He was doing.
But that's the shot that he's got to hit, because he's dominant enough to do that little drop step and get his spot. But you don't want him taking, like, whenever he shoots a 3, you're like, this is fucking not good. Even a mid range, I'm kind of like, ugh. But when he does those close shots, I just
post
hate
work.
watching.
His post work has to just get better, even when he's like
I just
farther
hate
out.
when he fucking just puts his head down like he's fucking Brandon Jacobs running the ball. I'm like,
I don't mind that sometimes. It's just it's matchup dependent, and it depends on how they fucking guard him. But he can do that when if he's if a team is guarding, if a team is guarding him one-on-one, he can do that and score every time. I think that's his problem, is he just wants to get back to that. And he did that a couple times successfully here, and he did that a couple times with a mismatch. Like he had Gallinari on him. It's like, do that with Gallinari.
If it is the Bucks and the Suns, it's going to be an interesting matchup, because the Suns do have good perimeter defense. I mean, Bridges and Crowder are so damn good on defense.
Bridges, Crowder, and Ayton too. Ayton, dude,
Bridges
that game was
fucking Nick.
That game that we were just talking about that ends up 80-82, game 4.
Yeah.
Ayton was a fucking, not just a rebounder, but like just in terms of fucking up shots, he was fucking unbelievable.
And also he's got a nice little touch. It was kind of touching when he said like Chris Paul is the best thing that ever happened to me. And you're like, man, it's kind of like heavy. Like Chris Paul he's deserved his due for so long. He's finally getting it,
Yeah, it's going to be a real shame when that team loses to the fucking Milwaukee Bucks. And we have the first ever,
man.
And we have the first ever Greek citizen who is the Finals MVP.
I don't know if it's going to be
a real fucking shame when that happens.
Would you be a little? Let me throw an idea out there. Would you be upset if the Bucks win but Middleton gets the Finals MVP?
No way would that happen. Yeah, of course I would be
upset. He dropped 38 tonight.
He's not. Listen, I would love it if Chris Middleton did that every fucking game. What did he have?
Well, apparently you wouldn't, because that would mean he was the Finals MVP.
No, of course I want Giannis. You think I give a fuck about Milwaukee? Fuck those curd eating pieces of shit. I don't give a fuck.
Stavros.
I don't fucking care.
Jesus.
I'm a Giannis fan. You got me fucking riled up, Sam.
It's a team game, motherfucker, and I know exactly what to poke.
It's not a team game for me, dude. I would be fucking pissed off. Look, I'd be happy he won a ring. I'd be happy because
I hope they win, and I hope Pat Connaughton gets Finals MVP just to hurt you.
He had a nice block today on was it on Herter? Was it more white on white violence? I don't remember.
I like Kevin Herter, dude. He can shoot the ball.
Herter's good. Herter's good.
You know what's crazy about the fucking Hawks is like they've got like every dude in the team can shoot. They're kind of like just a video game team. Like Gallinari was hitting some shots where I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, Gallinari was good. And it's like, and it's also the thing where it's like, they don't have all their guys. You know what I mean? Like you have fucking, Trae
Young,
DeAndre Hunter, fucking Hunter's not out, or Hunter fucking looked awesome the first month of this season. And then you also have Cam Reddish, who, still has some fucking flashes here and there, but and then Chris Dunn just never played for them. Like they signed him to be like the defensive, like, when they need a little more defensive point guard. But I will also say this.
I didn't even know he was on there.
Yeah, he's been injured the whole year. I mean, they also signed.
He was always a good defensive guard, but he never really could give you enough on offense.
And they also signed Rajon Rondo and got off him as soon as possible because he's toast and he's done. And by the way, not only is your fucking beautiful playoff Rondo prediction not come to pass, and it will not, but they trade. Who do they now? I would have loved to have Rajon Rondo getting DNPs for the fucking Hawks instead of Lou Williams, who comes in and he can be kind of effective. Although I will say,
and Lou almost retired after being traded, and it's like crazy that you're gonna hate this, but they could be in the finals, and
they won't be, but sure.
But the Clippers sure shit won't, and the Hawks still have a chance, especially if Trae Young fuckboy comes back strong.
And he will not.
If his ankle is not hurting, that dude is unguardable.
Because his spirit is weak.
He's got an indomitable spirit. But
they're back to want to suck off Trey Sammy. There he is, back again. Dude.
I hate the Hawks, but I am a fair and balanced journalist. Pod don't lie. You know that. Look, I cover. Why don't you balance?
Equally. Why don't you balance my balls on the fucking bridge of your nose perfectly? Have that the was left
anti-Semitic. One. That was anti-Semitic. I cover all the teams in this NBA equally on this podcast, and that's why people listen for the fair and balanced journalism.
For the objective reporting.
Check my mask out, dog.
Sam's sporting a Knicks mask. Everyone. For those of you who are not watching on YouTube.
I got to fly tomorrow. I like to fly in style, brother.
You like to fly.
I like everyone in the Delta Lounge to be like, who's that cool dude? And I say, yeah, suck it. Knicks
suck
tape.
My fucking dick, bitch. Knicks tape. You just got a fucking you just hard for some reason in the Delta Lounge. You're just like, you like what you see, gals? You trying to get sucked off by a stewardess when you're Knicks mask. They're like, sir, please stop sexually harassing our.
Where are you taking this? What the fuck is this?
I'm just saying this is the kind of guy that you've proven to be today. All right, you're a backstabbing friend who's supporting Trae Young, and I think we can all connect the dots.
Wait, you said assault. You said assault. You fucking piece of shit.
I meant harass. Okay, I meant harass. I'm sorry.
I'm assaulting.
I take assault back. I meant sexually harass.
No, I'm not Jason Kidd, the new coach of the fucking Mavs. I have not commit assault. Or Chauncey Billups, the new coach of the fucking Blazers. I didn't know that was a thing, by the way.
Me neither. I had no idea.
That came up.
Yeah, we should fucking talk about that too. But
Ron Mercer and Chauncey Billups paid for someone's silence, I guess. I don't know.
Damn, I haven't even looked at that story. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Crazy. Billups was always one of my favorite players. I was really bummed to see that, man.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things where I guess it just hasn't come up because when he was like a fucking player, no one cared about that kind of stuff, unfortunately. And like ever since then, he's just kind of, he hasn't really been in the spotlight that much. And I remember he was being rumored for the Cavs GM job a couple of years ago before they gave it to Kobe Altman. But
that's also something that's going to come up way more in Portland than in Dallas. So
100%.
Enjoy never hearing about your domestic abuse, Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
And
And we should fucking talk about all those the offseason stuff too. And by the way, the NBA draft, the lottery happened. We should fucking talk about that too. But first,
I can't believe the Knicks aren't in the lottery. It's so weird.
I know. But I do want to say, some of you are thinking you're listening to this podcast and you're like, wow, these guys, they're really crushing it on this podcast, even though it's late at night. And you're probably thinking,
even though Stav just threw out a sexual assault scenario,
I'm just saying,
airport lounge for no reason. He just decided
I'm just saying your conduct on Twitter today says that you're a man of low moral standing. That's all I'm saying. The kind of man that would betray his friend. You know what I think, Sam?
You've been talking about assassinating your head coach for the last fucking 2 weeks, you prick, and you're questioning my.
And the only thing that the only way I would be comfortable if I flew on the same airplane as Sam Morril, folks, is if he had some cushy dreams to calm him down. Because if and you know what, Sam, I'm gonna I don't know if you guys know this, but Sam has been court ordered to smoke a full gram joint of relax from our friends over at Cushy Dreams before getting on an airplane. And if he doesn't smoke, he can be arrested. Actually, people don't know this, but that's the only thing that can stop him from inflicting sexual harm on strangers.
Are they even gonna like this ad? I feel like they're not
Who
gonna
cares?
like it.
Fuck Cushy Dreams, dude. Listen, I love the product, but the corporation can suck my dick. I've always said that.
You know what? That's an even stronger endorsement.
That's
then.
the stronger pitch, you know? And I Cushy Dreams, the #1 CBD brand, to stop your friend from getting hard and pointing at his dick on an airplane. Seriously though, folks, the reason this episode is so good is because I myself smoked some fucking Cushy Dreams before we started recording. I had a full day. I woke up this morning early. I did some fucking laundry. I fucking did a little fucking stand-up comedy writing. I did some meal prepping. There we go. Sam just guzzled some fucking water. He's hydrating for the second half of this fucking, for the grand finale of this episode.
Hey, get it back, dog.
But I had a long day. I watched my fucking beloved Milwaukee Bucks, guided by
Luck out that a fucking ref tripped Trae Young.
Came to a well-deserved win with some heroic, gutsy performances.
Kind of like how Giannis injured Kyrie. It's kind of weird that this,
their top
this
two
playoff
players
has all these asterisks. You know,
I don't think there's a single asterisk. I think, if anything, this just proves that
how weird is it that it's the fucking Western Conference Finals and the Sixers and the Nets are out? It is fucking weird.
Eastern, you mean ECF?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is weird. We all would have thought one of those teams was absolutely going to be there. And really, Philly's the one who screwed the fucking pooch. They had the easy side of the bracket.
And the Nets, it was injuries, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, or else, you know.
I think still the jury's out. We never know. You never
know.
know.
Kyrie or a healthy Harden, it would be a different outcome.
I don't think that's true. And I think maybe what you should do, Sam, is smoke some CBD and think with a clear head. Smoke some high quality Cushy Dreams. And the good news for you, Sam, is that it comes in 3 different styles. Okay, 3 different packs. You can get the little fucking tin of half-gram joints.
I love it.
Those are our favorites. We've talked about it. You can, and you will tomorrow morning before getting on the plane, smoke a whole gram joint, the big ones of Relax. Or the other thing you could do, you got 3.5 grams, commonly known as an eighth. You have a tin of that. Yeah. You just pop that open, smoke that, put that in your own little fucking pipe, put that in your own little fucking joint. Roll yourself up a nice little splifferoonie with CBD. You're feeling great. And that's what we love. Like we said, we love our friends there over at Cushy Dreams because this is some high quality shit. This is some high quality shit. I've been hard up for CBD before. They got it at my fucking bodega. They sell Delta 8 and CBD products. You don't know what the fuck those cocksuckers are selling you. All right. My friend said that he was buying CBD from his bodega and it was literally just like weird shit that they sprayed with like fucking chemical, like basically K2 spice. I don't trust it. You can't trust it, but you can trust our friends at Cushy Dreams. They got this shit lab grown, lab tested, highest quality fucking shit there is on the goddamn market.
I smoked Relax the other day because I was scrolling Instagram and I saw a picture of Mitchell Robinson. He's up to 275 pounds of pure muscle, shirtless pick. Exactly. I was about to get one of those boners you were talking about.
One of those illegal, dangerous boners. I smoked some Relax.
Back to reality.
Put you right at ease. Put all the blood from your cock right back closer to your brain.
DPOY next to you, Mitchell Robinson. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, folks, from Sam Stradamus. So, folks, look, if you are there's a ton of different. You can use it to relax. You can use it. They also have different strains that like hustle and fucking create and shit to get your fucking mind going. So there's lots of different reasons to do it. You don't just have to smoke CBD if you don't want to get hard on a Delta flight. Lots of different reasons too. So what you're going to want to do is go to the website over at cushydreams.com. That's KUSHY dreams.com. Use promo code PODDON'T. That's PODDONT. And you will get 20% off your next order, motherfucker. So go do that. Don't be a fucking dumb bitch. Smoke some CBD. Because you can. Because you fucking can. That was also Sam's defense. of why he was pointing to his hard dick. He was like, "Because I can, Your Honor."
And the case was dismissed. The judge was like, "This guy fucking rules."
The fucking legal system over in fucking Raleigh is a lot more relaxed than it is up here.
I'm loving Raleigh, dog.
I do like Raleigh. I was there a couple years ago with opening for Tom Papa. Had a nice
Tom
time.
Papa,
It's
man.
the
He's
best.
a beast, dude. Years ago I went to the state fair here. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
You get yourself a fat turkey leg. You play some rigged basketball and those
That's
little
awesome.
shenanigan hoops. And
Yes.
man, it was a great time.
You see any fucking big fat like prized animals or whatever, like a big fat hog or like a fucking hen or some shit?
I don't think I did, but there was so many games and shit, and there was so much fucking food. It just ruled, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I love a state fair. One of my earliest memories is meeting Raphael, the Ninja Turtle, at the Maryland State Fair.
Whoa.
And I was like a 3-year-old.
Middle of the road Ninja Turtle, but still a fucking.
He was my guy for some reason. I
Really?
loved him. Yeah. When I
I
was,
feel like every kid was a Michelangelo guy.
yeah, but see, that's that again. That shows that you have just lowbrow taste, dude. Of
Nah,
course, you're
dude.
gonna go to Michelangelo. Oh, the fucking guy who says
Oh,
cowabunga.
you're a Ninja Turtle snob, motherfucker.
Ninja Turtle snob,
Fuck
right? I'm refined. My guy's got his little daggers. All right, he doesn't need.
I like Donatello too. I like that weapon.
Yeah, the staff. He had the staff, right?
Staff was fucking cool, man.
Yeah. I was Raphael. I love the little daggers for some reason, even though objectively kind of the worst weapon. But hey, I remember as a 3-year-old meeting.
What did Leonardo rock?
Fuck, I don't remember. There was the fucking staff. There was the little fucking. One of them had a sword, didn't they?
Maybe he had a sword.
We need to look this up.
I'm looking it
Ninja
up.
Turtle.
He had a
weapons.
sword. Yeah, he had a sword.
Yeah, so we have sword, staff. Oh yeah, the fucking nunchucks. Nunchucks and the fucking
that's
daggers.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Michelangelo fucking slapped, dude. Fuck
Nah,
you.
fuck Michelangelo, dude. Raphael was moody. He was a moody bitch with with big ass fucking with honestly just like utensils for eating. You could chop. You could have a
the nunchucks. Hell yeah.
But
anchovies. That was the whole thing. Remember?
yeah, of course. They turned a whole generation against. Have you ever had anchovies on a pizza?
I'm gonna throw something out there. I kind of like it, man.
That's what I was gonna say. They're pretty good. They're pretty
fucking
good.
They were just little shitty turtles.
Yeah.
You know, I remember you go to like some good Italian restaurant. They throw some anchovies on there. They surprise you.
Nice and salty.
First time I ever had it, I was kind of like, fucking piece of shit Ninja Turtles lied to me.
How
man.
dare these motherfuckers? Damn, but I love a nice little cartoon slice, dude, with the pepperoni and a mushroom that just looks that mushroom looked perfect.
Dude,
Oh,
I've been eating so much pizza. I've been eating like a comical amount of
Respect,
pizza.
dude. I've been trying to fucking keep it clean. It's brutal. I had fucking so many salads today, but
yeah.
Anyway, let's get into some fucking off-season news. We hinted already at the coaching stuff. So yeah, the Blazers have signed Chauncey Billups to be their
5
next
years.
head coach. 5 years. And
How much did he it's a team option for the 5th year. How much did they pay him? I can't find where they paid him.
I don't know. I didn't see that. But like Sam was alluding to earlier, it sparked kind of like a controversy because Chauncey has a sexual assault allegations against him, I believe, right? Isn't that what's going on? And you know, it's
from the 90s, but it's like I didn't know this. I never knew.
I had
this.
no idea either. I mean, the
I always
Jason
thought of
Kidd
him as
stuff,
like a really good guy and a family guy. So it was a bummer to hear for sure.
yeah, without question. And it's the kind of thing that you're right. It has gone, it's gone like it's not talked about, and it hasn't been the kind of thing that he's ever addressed. I don't think in any kind of like major public way. I think
The NBA sweeps this shit under the rug.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when it first happened, and you'll be happy to know.
This is from the New York Post. Chauncey Billups' outrage could push Damian Lillard to the Knicks.
Hysterical. But that's what's also weird about this. So they hire, first of all, over the weekend they have rumors go out that say,
Dude, this is, I'm sorry to cut you off again, but a A Lillard confidant, according to Chris Haynes, stated that Lillard never suggested Billups as a potential hire and didn't know about the sexual assault allegation made against Billups more than 2 decades ago. Dude, this is big. Lillard's been receiving social media backlash that he initiated the hiring of Billups, who finalized a 5-year deal. Wow, the hullabaloo could push Lillard out the door.
So, okay, couple things about that, right?
Mhm.
First of all, Chris Haynes is like him and Dame Lillard are like boys. Chris Haynes used to cover the Blazers locally before he became a national reporter. I mean, I think Chris Haynes is great. He's one of my favorite guys to listen to. He does connect a lot of players, but Dame is his guy. Like that was Dame. Dame is the person, the source close to Dame Lillard is Dame Lillard.
But also, don't you think Dame is kind of like, I gave everything to this city. They're not going to build a contender around me. I'm kind of done with Portland, whether he goes to the Knicks or wherever he goes.
Yeah.
I feel like
put that in there. Throw that in there.
Well, what are the other options?
We're not. There's plenty of other options. The Knicks do not have the best package for fucking Dame Lillard. Did you freeze, or are you just disappointed to hear that? Fuck, I think he froze.
I think Lillard is gone, dude.
Well, my point about this thing that I find very strange is like this just feels like a manufactured controversy from like I don't think he got that big of a pushback. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it was like and
I know, but I think he wants out in general. I think
he wants out too. That's what I'm saying is like this seems pretty disingenuous to me, where it seems like he's trying to manipulate the fucking story, and it's kind of a weird move. It's kind of like
I remember I fired a manager once because I had heard murmurs about him being inappropriate with women, and I used it because I just wanted to fire him.
Right.
Like I was absolutely like, this is not cool. I don't want to work with this guy, but I was like, oh, there's a good excuse to
right.
But obviously when I heard that, I was like, well, I don't want to work with this fucking guy, you know?
Well, that's what's weird about the Dame situation though, is that like he's mad about the backlash to it. He's not mad. He doesn't feel like betrayed that they hired a guy with a fucking assault allegation. He doesn't like that the fans went after him. He doesn't like that.
That's fucking Portland for you. It don't matter if you did it or not.
he doesn't like he's being held accountable for this. And on some, I mean, I understand that, but also for him to say he didn't want Chauncey Billups, I think it's just straight up false. He's on the record as saying he wants Billups or Kidd. He said there's an article you can read where he says he wants Billups or Kidd, and you can say I didn't know
That's
about
even worse.
I know it is. It's like it is brutal that he's like either him or the other guy, the guy who hit his wife.
Or Army Hammer. One of those three.
So this I don't know, dude. This is to me. I would have just respected it more. Dude, honestly, after Dame left, or after Dame hit put that 50 piece up in the playoffs, and nobody scored a point in overtime, that to me is fucking cover enough for you to leave. That like what he did in these playoffs is enough for him to be like
55 and they still lost
to be
because
like
no one else could do it. That.
So that's what this sucks. It just feels like
I love CJ McCollum, but you got to know that like you're not winning a championship with those two in the backcourt together, and Dame is the one you can't trade.
Yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, what do you mean? You can't like just because he doesn't want to, right? Like,
I just think defensively, it's just too much of a liability, and they never brought in good enough forwards to play, like okay, an example, Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker's not a good defensive player, but he's a great offensive player.
Yeah.
You bring in Chris Paul, also an undersized guard, but he plays good D. Look at the fucking forwards they have. It's Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder. Like that's how you build around, guards that could prove to be defense. I know Paul is not a defensive liability, but I'm saying like when you have undersized guards, you need to build that way. And obviously Aiden is making a huge difference too.
Oh, for sure. And at least also Devin Booker's fucking at least taller than these guys. That always matters a little bit.
Yeah.
Being 6'6" is better than being 6 foot. You know what I mean? Or even if you'd rather have a 6'6" defensive liability than a 6 foot defensive liability. But I don't know. It just feels weird, and I don't know where he's going to go. I mean, I think he should. I just don't. I think these murmurs were already happening before this Billups thing, and it's just really strange for him to use this as his way out, like for him to use this as his cover. It's like, just say I don't want to fucking be here anymore. I think that's completely defensible when he's given everything he could to that franchise and he's tried for longer than most. And, he also could have done it quietly. That's the other thing. It doesn't have to be this big thing. He can go to the fucking, to their GM and be like, dude, you got to trade me. I'd prefer if this doesn't become like a big thing, but
it's kind of sad. It's kind of like when Westbrook left OKC even sadder because it is the end of an era. Like he gave that city so much, and they did
with Lillard. With Lillard, it feels sadder because no one wants to go, or Lillard doesn't want to go. In a way, it seemed like Russ was ready to go. They had a trade ready for him. You know what I mean?
But what more can Lillard give? It's like, remember Garnett on the T-Wolves? Like, I mean, that was almost worse because Garnett, it was like year after year, they weren't even like playoff contention. No one. But Garnett went out every night and gave it his all. I mean, that's kind of. Yeah, they just have not given him. They've never given him enough help. He's been like the best leader. Obviously, New York would embrace him, but it's like, what are we gonna do? Give up the whole fucking team for him? Like, it's gonna be such a high ransom for him. And let's be real, he is getting older. Like, how many more years of this Dame is there gonna be? I mean, I think he's got a few probably.
Now, let me ask you this: Would you do a package that's built around Julius Randle for him?
That's real tough.
It's not tough. You do it 100% every fucking single time.
I mean, it depends. Randall is younger.
Come on, man. If it's Randall and like every pick the Knicks have, and then like quickly and like if you can keep RJ, would you? Here's
the problem with doing that, and obviously Dame is a much better player. There's no question. Dame is as good as it gets. As a best closer in the NBA. The problem with it is, it doesn't fit our timeline. Like, Randall is kind of on our timeline. He's 26. Dame is fucking, what is he, 30,
You're
31?
Out of your fucking mind, bro. You get Dame Lillard on your team for fucking Julius Randle. You do. What you're saying is fucking ridiculous. Dame is like just out of the top 5 of the fucking NBA. And in terms of, he's maybe the
30.
most.
So you think he's got 3 more years of this Dame in him?
I mean, you see what Chris Paul's doing. It's like this people's careers are extended,
Maybe, yeah.
I just think that's.
I hope you're right. You know what? Fuck. Maybe you're right. Maybe that is the move. I mean, look, Dame. It's tough because I love what Julius did this year, but yeah, I mean, I am biased, and I'm a big Julius fan. You're right. Dame is as good as they come, and he is the best closer in the NBA. I don't think
this is big for the podcast, man. For you to even theoretically see a scenario where you would trade Julius Randle, that's big, dude. This is like
I don't
step
want to.
one.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you're right. Damian Lillard is but don't forget, Julius Randle is. I think he'll keep getting better with that work ethic, his leadership, and yeah, you're right. Dame is a great leader too. Wow. I just, you know what? I'm gonna respectfully step away from the question.
You already answered it, bitch. You can't respectfully step away. Look, step 1 is admitting you have a problem, Sam.
Why don't you respectfully suck my dick, bitch?
That's a fair rebuttal. Fair rebuttal. I would do it with a lot of respect. I would be like, thank you, sir. Pardon me. Glock, 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 glock.
Right when I come, I'm going to say, come in, and it's going to be Julius Randle behind you. And I said, I would never trade him. I tricked you.
What the hell?
I hope Julius stays a Knick. I hope Emmanuel develops into a Lillard type of player. So
I love IQ. I bought the fucking guy's jersey, but a Lillard type motherfucker.
Hey man, we don't make the things happen here. We just start the dialogue.
You're right.
But in all honesty, yeah, Lillard's one of my favorite players ever. He's incredible.
I love his. Could you fucking imagine
his demeanor is special. His leadership is special.
Sam, could you imagine Lillard in the Garden?
I'd buy a jersey tomorrow, motherfucker.
Dame time in the Garden would be fucking like doing Molly, dude.
I'd
anyway,
get a Lillard jersey. For sure.
Anyway, let's move on to the other
I call
coach.
American Express to say I want this Randall jersey. I want a
Yeah.
refund. They have
It
that
was-
deal, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But I think, did you buy it with an American Express card?
I did.
You did? Fuck,
Yeah.
I should have made you buy mine with an American Express card and just Venmo'd you just in case IQ gets traded. Uh anyway, so let's move on to the other coach with abuse in his past, abuse against women in his past, and that's Jason Kidd. And I gotta say, this one is so much less defensible for so many reasons for me. First of all, Kidd, he's just not a good coach. Like, it's not even, it's like, if you're going to take a chance on, it's like one thing to be like, let's take a chance on somebody, like, oh, and here's the other thing. Not only is Kidd like not, he's just like, to give a mediocre person with this kind of baggage a shot.
Why do athletes have such a longer leash than like entertainers?
Than
like,
fucking, yeah, podcasters. Fucking, yeah, it's like, they're like, the Blazers opening, it's like, oh, we've decided to fire Billups, and instead we are hiring Louis C.K. instead. You know what I mean? It's like that level. It's just like, you know, athletes just get to do whatever the fuck they want. But if you're a fucking comedian, it's like, you know, you can't even say something wrong, let alone do anything fucking wrong. Anyway.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. They're like pulling up old comedians' tweets. I'm like, this dude beat his wife.
Yeah.
Like, they're pulling up Kevin Hart tweets, or like, he can't host the Oscars. He said something. A guy from Philly said something homophobic, shockingly. Meanwhile, fucking Jason Kidd beat his wife. And here's a head coaching job for the biggest.
Not a head coaching job. Here's your third head coaching job. Yeah. And you weren't even good the first 2 times.
At this point, the NBA's made more mistakes than Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
With Jason Kidd.
Well, dude, here's the thing. The Dallas Mavericks, if there's one franchise that should not be doing this, it's the fucking Mavericks, bro. Remember they had like a fucking 10-year-long sexual harassment thing. Like there was like women in their.
Wow, that's right.
Remember that? That was like 2 years ago. They had to like fire half their fucking like the people in their front office for sexual harassment. And okay, so
his assistant coach is Bobby Brown too, which I thought was a pretty weird touch. But
that's right. Head of scouting Chris Brown of the Dallas Mavericks. Bro, so that's fucked up. And then okay, let's just toss that out the window, which we shouldn't, but let's just say clearly this is a fucking wrong move for them for that reason. But let's just pretend that doesn't exist. This is a fucking horrible hire. It's a horrible hire just for basketball reasons. This is like, not only is he a retread that was mediocre, and let's listen, who did like the only
don't
reason.
You think I'm going to say this though? I agree, but don't you think he had a lot of heat? Like as a candidate, I feel like a lot of teams were like kind of like
he did until the Bucks stopped. Like the reason the cuck was able to fucking take. They didn't make the playoffs, or maybe they were like the 8th seed with Kidd. And the next year, you put Kuckenholzer in there. Giannis is a fucking MVP. It was like that, dude. And
Kidd, Giannis liked Kidd too. It seemed
he did like him, but they did not perform well under him. There's no way around it. He's not a good coach. He's a mediocre coach. And not only that, this feels. Dude, if I was Luka, I would not be happy with the direction the Mavs have gone, because the
Porzingis move, you get Porzingis, but then the fact that you max him out and he's played like this is like, it's pretty worrisome.
Absolutely. But I also look at the way they've okay, Jason Kidd won a championship there. Dirk Nowitzki has a job in the front office. Michael Finley is the second. They hired that guy Nico Harrison or whatever. I don't remember what their new GM who's like a Nike executive.
I like Michael Finley a lot though. He was a great player.
Yeah, but he's a fucking great player. When does it ever turn out good? When you stack your fucking front office full of former players like from your glory days. It just doesn't fucking work.
The Pistons won a ring with Dumars in the front office.
Yeah, but it wasn't just Joe fucking Dumars and like it wasn't Joe Dumars and fucking, fucking Rick Mahorn and fucking
Bill Lambier.
Bill Lambier. You know what I mean? Like they weren't all there. And that's what the fucking Mavs are doing now. And it's especially when you fire Donnie Nelson, who's been there for decades.
And Carlisle's gone, which is fucking
Carlisle's gone. And now all that's left is your fucking eccentric billionaire owner and a bunch of players from the last time he won a championship. You think that's the way to run a fucking organization?
We'll see. I don't think so. I'm with you.
I think the Mavs are really fucked, dude. Really
I
fucked.
think if they waste Luka,
because
and
Luka's
his prime-
signing that fucking deal. He's signing the first
There's
ever
no
$200
way?
million rookie. Dude, he would lose like fucking $80 million if he didn't sign it. Like he's signing the first ever $200 million rookie extension. That's happening. So he'll be there. I just think the Mavs are really fucked, and I think it's really fucking stupid the way they're running their franchise. But
well, whatever. I mean, like, fuck them. They gave us
yeah,
Dennis
fuck
Smith
them.
Jr.
They can suck my fucking dick. I agree. But it's fun. It's fucking wild how quickly the fucking tides have turned between the Hawks. Like literally, dude, like 3-4 months ago, it's like the Hawks have a losing record. Lloyd Pierce is on the fucking hot seat. Remember that story where John Collins, they had that meeting where people were yelling at Trey for taking too many fucking threes. And the Mavs were like, doing fine. And now you flip it, you flip it, and it's like the Mavs are in fucking shambles, and the Hawks are like, they're not going to be. The Hawks are going to be eliminated from the Eastern Conference Finals, but they got there, which is good for them.
I think the Hawks obviously have a way better supporting cast than Luka does, but I've talked to people whose opinions I respect who are like, I'd take Trey over Luka.
No, get the fuck.
I
out.
wouldn't.
That's fucking
I myself
crazy.
would not, but I've talked to people who have said that shit.
And this is another thing of you needing to cite your. This is like 2 weeks ago where you were like, Mike, you just quoted a comedian. You were like talking about just a guy you were talking to. When you say people you respect,
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck am I? We're comedians.
yeah, but
motherfucker.
we're fucking dumb. That's the whole conceit of the show is that we're stupid and we try and like.
Yeah, you think my friends are fucking NBA gurus, motherfucker? Like,
no, but you put it that way where you're like people whose opinions I trust on the matter. Like
what?
when it's like who cares if you trust their opinions? They're fucking stupid. You don't take Trey over Luke. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how many people are fucking shimming. That motherfucker was first team All NBA this year, the last 2 years.
Luka
MVP.
gets his body in better shape, and it's a wrap. It's pretty scary.
And also he's fucking sick. He's also taller. Again, that stuff matters.
It matters. I agree.
And he's had to play the Clippers every time and he already has like, what is it, 3 fucking triple doubles in the end. I mean, he's had like he's already had a 40-point triple.
I just
like,
said I disagree, and I take Luka, motherfucker. I'm just trying to start. I'm trying to fucking start you up.
yeah, you are. It's working, dude. It's working. I'm revved up, dude. My dick is fucking charged up after that victory. It's
Yeah,
nice not
brother.
to be in the Ghillie suit. I gotta be honest. It's hot.
Yeah,
it's
well,
hot
just
in there.
Keep it fucking fresh, motherfucker.
I don't need it.
'cause
I'm
there's
not gonna listen.
If Trey's ankle's working, he's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
Kaiser
need it.
Sose his way out of there in
Fuck
game
him.
4, and people will be like,
I
"Wait,
might need
what?"
the Ghillie suit in the finals. I'm not. I'm a little worried about the finals, but I'm just gonna enjoy not needing the Ghillie suit for now. We're going back to fucking Milwaukee, or actually, I guess the next one's in Atlanta. But they took back home court, and that's huge. And
Yeah, bro.
even if the Hawks win the next one in Atlanta, they're not going to win 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, or they're not going to win 1 out of 2 in Milwaukee.
Didn't they fucking go down 2-1 to the Sixers, dude?
It's a different situation. The Sixers are fucking bitch made. Ben Simmons is scared. That arena full of Philly trash. They don't have super support. The Sixers were booing. The Sixers fans were booing the Sixers in the fucking playoffs. That's not happening in Milwaukee. It's nothing but love over there with those fat fucking Midwesterners.
Don't act like you're a fucking Bucks fan after you called them cheese curd eating.
First of all, I
slobs,
called them
dude.
fat fucking Midwesterners just now. Thank you very much. But they're
Okay.
very friendly. They're very
They are
friendly
good
fat
people.
fucking Midwesterners.
I've had good times in Milwaukee. I've good times in
And as a
Appleton.
man-
I've had good times in Madison, brother. I've
As
had
a
good
man of
times in Wisconsin.
size myself, I can say that. And yeah, I'm excited.
Right.
Listen, I'm excited to go back
Well,
there.
let me say this as a man of fucking a different frame. The lanky
Yeah.
Jews of New York will be back to cheer our team on another day. And the Knicks will come back stronger and better. And RJ Barrett will be the most improved player of the NBA next year.
All right, you heard it here first,
Either
folks.
RJ or Mitch. And Mitch could be a DPOY candidate, though. I really think he could. And man, I'm excited to see what Quickly's made of, brother. Toppin's going to have the garden roaring, brother. The Knicks are going to be back and better than ever. And Julius Randle will reach heights even he never thought he could attain.
Wow, he's going to do better than second team All NBA next year.
We'll see. It doesn't know. We don't know who's going to be injured. He could if LeBron's out again and Durant's out again. Sky's the limit.
Then
brother.
maybe. Let's just talk real fast. We've already this. I love the PDLs after dark. We really get buck wild, but I just did want to mention briefly the NBA draft lottery, even if we don't fully go into it.
Fucking Pistons
at the number 1 seed, the Rockets number 2, Cavs 3, Raptors 4, which is nice. That's good to see a good organization get
the
jump
Rockets
up there.
is paying off for them, man. Fucking tanking, paying off. Because they're going to
Thunder
get
got their asses fucked.
one of those 2 point guards who look special.
The Thunder got their asses fucked. They thought they wanted to have the top pick, and they were tanking. And then
none of these players want to play in fucking OKC. Let's be real.
The Timberwolves also got their asses fucked, and the fucking piece of shit Warriors get their pick at 7. The Magic have 8 as well as 5, which is an interesting place to be. Then you have the Kings, Pelicans, Hornets, Spurs, Pacers, and then the Warriors again. The Warriors have 2
the fucking Warriors
lottery picks.
It's crazy. Fuck the Warriors, dog.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of interesting stuff there, especially like, are the Warriors packaging that? Are they going to do more win now moves? I think you got to do that. Do you package both of those picks and Wiseman for something? Is anyone even interested in Wiseman?
Who do they try to get? Beal? Like who's the move?
Yeah, I don't know, because you would think he's pretty duplicative, right? Like you'd think.
So who and is Cunningham definitely going 1? It seems like he is.
Like I try and think of players that would make sense for them, and it's like I mean, just as a player type, Ben Simmons makes some sense, but I don't think the Sixers want anything. The Sixers are also want to do
they
a
don't
win
make
now
sense because
trade.
he does the same shit that Draymond does. You can't have both of them on the floor together.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, the thing about Cunningham, though, this kid, dude, fucking 6'8" point guard. I'm looking at a comp thing right now. It's Luka and Jason Tatum.
That's fucking ridiculous. Who's Cunningham? Cade. Oh, Cade Cunningham. Yeah. I always think of him as Cade. Yeah. Oh, but that's the Pistons. They're not. No one's. They're not giving that up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna be incredible. I mean, it's like, and then this other kid Suggs looks so fucking interesting too.
Yeah. Honestly, I was hoping the Timberwolves would have kept their pick, especially because they played with honor and it fucked them up. It fucked their lottery chances up. And also it would have been funny if they got a top 4 pick, became really good, and then the Warriors pick next year was dog shit. But it's not how the fucking cookie crumbled. So what are you going to do?
Well, there's a lot, man. It's fucking annoying. The Knicks aren't in here because there's gonna be a good draft. But we got 2 picks at least. At least we got 2. So
how did it feel not to fucking the draft lottery? I remember the Zion lottery. That was like the Super Bowl, dude.
Being just although let me tell you something, man. Zion wants out and he wants to reunite with his fucking college roommate. And you heard him talking about the bright lights of New York, brother.
That's right.
Zion's coming. And I'll say another. Zion at the 5, maybe we do the all lefty team.
I like Zion at the 5. Nothing wrong with that at all. Surrounded with a little more shooting. We got Zion, we got Lillard, we got RJ. It's gonna
Randall.
That's the core. No, Randall's got to go in the Lillard trade. You already decided.
We'll find a way to keep him, I think. And then we. Oh, did you hear the other word on the street about Penny Hardaway potential candidate to the Magic?
Going to the Magic.
I love it, man. I'm a big Penny Hardaway fan. I think what he's done for those kids, Memphis, he's been great, and I love him.
I would like him to get a little more coaching experience before he jumps to the NBA. It feels a little similar to my criticisms with the Mavs, where it's like anytime you're just reaching from a guy from the good old days, there's a red flag in my opinion. Penny, to his credit, I was just gonna say Penny, to his credit, has done some real coaching, but I think I would like to see him do a little more before he gets a job, especially with his old franchise.
I'd like to see Stackhouse get a job somewhere. Too.
I don't know what happened. He was like a candidate for a while, and I don't hear his name at all. But anyway, that'll be better because the Bucks will be in prime position to hire him right after winning a championship and being the first time they ever fire a head coach post championship. So anyway, folks, I think that's going to do it for us. This has been a fucking nice edition of PDL After Dark. We got saucy on this one. We got at each other's throats. Sam was slutty off the fucking ciders. I accused him of being a sex criminal in an airport.
And just incredible. I mean, I'll be thinking about that all day tomorrow. It was haunting.
It's like what's the movie Minority Report, where it's like
Ooh, that's a goodie.
Before I know your crimes before you commit them, Sam. I'm in a fucking tub.
That's a
floating.
that's an underrated flick, dude.
I'm in a tub floating, and some ping pong balls are saying Sam is the Delta serial masturbator. Arrest this man. For his tweets told me he was gonna jack off.
I'm running through security with my dick out. You're like, get him.
Fuck. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We wanted to
see
get
us on the road, man. We're both on
Yeah.
the road now, so come see us.
We're coming on the road big time.
I've been selling in certain markets. I am not selling any tickets in Liberty, Ohio this weekend, so come to see me. And then I'm in Madison, OKC, which I just shit on that no one wants to go there.
Hilarious.
I'll be coming there.
Well, Sam will be there.
And I got a bunch of others. Oh, Nashville, brother. That's selling out. So get tickets for that shit. And I'm loving being on the road, dude.
And speaking of fucking basketball cities, I opened my tour in August in Portland on a Wednesday, 8/18.
I'm in Portland in August too.
Which
holy shit, I might be there the same.
Are you the weekend? Are you the fucking weekend that I'm doing the off shows? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm at Ghillie. I'm on the 19th and the 20th through the 21st.
Dude, fuck.
That's hilarious.
I'll stay the 19th. I'm in Seattle. I'm in Seattle the 20th and the 21st. I might stay the 19th just to hang out. That would be fun.
Let's hit the fucking Nike store together, dude.
Fuck it. Can you fly in a day early? We do a fucking Portland. We do a PDL on a live in Portland together somewhere.
Dude,
that would be fun.
Have to. Fuck. That sounds tempting.
That's crazy. We didn't know about this until early. Oh man.
That's why we got to plug dates, dude.
We got to plug dates so we realize these things. Fuck, because I'm in Seattle that weekend, or else I would just hang out that.
We're doing a live PDL in Moon Tower in Austin in September. You know that, right?
That's right. So and then I'm also in. So then I'm in Seattle while Sam is in Portland. So we'll be in the Pacific Northwest. You have no reason not to come see PDL listeners. One of us that weekend. I'll be in Seattle. Sammy will be in Portland. And then the 26th through the 28th, I'm in Salt Lake City. Wise guys. Then I'm in Denver. Oh, dude. Then Minneapolis. It's all fucking
all the A rooms.
And then San Antonio and Cleveland. These are all and Phoenix. These are all places with fucking NBA.
All big NBA fans. I gotta say, man, Wise Guys and Hilarities. Like, are you doing Comedy Works too?
Yep.
Those are like 3 of the top 5 clubs in the country.
Yeah, I'm so fucking pumped. It's gonna be awesome. So go to stavi.biz/tour.
I'm at all those this year too. I was already at Cleveland and Utah, but I'll be at Denver in October too. Love Denver, dude.
I can't wait. I'm doing a Sunday. So sell both those shows out so they'll have me back for a full weekend, folks. And thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you. We love you. And we're going to be, sign up for the Patreon. We've crossed the hard dick 1600 threshold, which we really appreciate. And hop on, baby. It's the fucking, listen, if you're listening now, you enjoyed this fucking loosey goosey ass episode and it's the finals. Hop on, give us a little fucking taste here for the playoffs. But we will be back Thursday or Friday recapping what's going on. Maybe we'll know, that Phoenix series might be wrapped up by then. Maybe we'll know the whole matchup. But listen to us there and keep listening. We will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.